Well, hello there, Cancer. How are you? It is so good to see you again. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today we are doing your mid-February reading. We'll take a look at the overall energies with the oracle cards, and then we'll move to the tarot for more details. And if you're enjoying the content that I create or resonating with the message, I'd really appreciate it if you would consider liking, commenting, or subscribing. I'd really appreciate all of your support. All right, so your animal spirit is ant spirit. Time to collaborate, and it is also the number one. I feel like you are finally, perhaps, at the beginning of a new cycle with that number one. And I feel like there are people that are coming onto your path very quickly that are going to be collaborating with you. Now, this could be people that you've, had in your life for some time. It does not mean that all of these people have to be brand new people. But I feel as if even people that family, friends, co-workers, whatever, that have been a little bit like aloof, or maybe you've been separated from, or just kind of like in conflict with, just kind of a little bit of that cold shoulder type of energy. I feel suddenly it's kind of like, yeah, let's work together. Let's get together. Let's celebrate together. It's almost this automatic energy of, moving into a new cycle and kind of like closing out that old cycle, but moving into a fresh new energy. And then you have in the flow, everything is smooth sailing. Yes, it's almost, they're kind of like showing me the ants here, kind of like a light switch, you have on and off. And I feel like for some of you, you're going to sit there and say, no, things aren't working out that way. The relationships are just not working. No collaboration. I can't get anybody to, whatever, listen to me, talk to me, work with me. Feeling almost like you're having to do it all by yourself. And then suddenly it's kind of like you almost have more people in your life to help you, to collaborate with, than you even know what to do with. It's almost this instant. It's almost like somebody had turned off the water, and now suddenly the water faucet is going full speed ahead. Really interesting energy. Okay, so let's go to the tarot to get some more details for you. We're going to take a look at the present energy, then we'll take a look at areas of resistance or obstacles on your path, and then we'll finally take a look at advice from spirit. Okay, in your present energy, and I haven't got all the cards out yet, we have new beginning right here. That's that number one, starting a new cycle, and kind of an energy of, I think it almost like happens overnight, Cancer. It's almost as if, this reading, if it hasn't started yet, it's kind of like, get ready, because, oh my goodness. Yeah, this is just beautiful. Okay, so you have friends and colleagues on the bottom. I feel like there is all of this support. Suddenly you could be getting invitations to things that you haven't heard from people in a while, and all of a sudden there's an invitation, or, a family event. Somebody's having some type of family get together, and you're invited, and you're like, wow, it's been a long time since I've gotten together with them. It could be that, at work, people are like, oh, let's go out after work. Haven't been doing that for some time. And so maybe that's part of it is, spring is starting to spring is about to spring here. And, people are kind of wanting perhaps to get out and about a little bit more, and I feel like you're kind of in that energy, but I think it's taking you a little bit by surprise, believe it or not, because things have been so quiet, or in conflict, and maybe you've pulled back your energy from a lot of your relationships, just kind of like a little bit in that hermit energy, and now all of a sudden things are picking up. So let's see what we have here in your present energy. Yeah, deeper insights are at hand. Your overall plan is good, but the details need work. Reflect before moving forward. Okay, so things are going to start flowing your way, but it's not about jumping right into the first invitations that you get or the first offers that you get. If you're looking for a new job, you might be starting to get some offers in, but it's not about, I feel like maybe you've been in a little bit of that drought energy, right? Like not a lot of options, not a lot of things happening. And then you start getting a couple and it's almost as if you're like, oh my goodness, I better take this job, or I better go in this direction, or I better make sure I go to that party. It's about taking a look at when you're in that hermit energy, stepping into what is it that is truly best for you, because the Hierophant is here. This is the energy of what is your core values. What do you really believe about yourself, about who you are becoming, about what you want to be in alignment with. And then when these offers start coming in, it's almost like you have to go back to that. You have to say, oh, wait a minute. It's kind of like, just taking maybe a day, or two before you respond to some things, right? Instead of just like quickly shooting off, a text back. Yeah, I'd love to join you. Or, if an offer comes in, it's about maybe taking a night to think about it, because there's something about coming back into your alignment with yourself. And I feel like, you may be jumping into things a little bit too quickly because you're so excited that because you love to be around people, right? So it's a little bit of, oh my goodness, I have some things to do, but jumping in a little bit too fast and taking offers or invitations or whatever this is from basically everybody instead of asking yourself, okay, what is in alignment with me? Going a little slow. I feel like the offers are coming in fast, but your reply needs to be perhaps a little bit slow. Okay, so let's clarify this new beginning, because I feel like, you've been in this a little bit of this drought, and it's really kind of affected your self-confidence. Not sure anything is going to come on your path that is really meant for you, but you also have underneath, don't settle for less. Now, the underneath is the energies that you don't see around you. And it's kind of a little bit of a message from your higher self, letting you know that you are not just going to have one offer coming in. You're going to have multiple offers coming in. And it's about taking your time, choosing carefully about how you want to proceed. So let's see. Yeah. Okay. So here is when I clarified the new beginning, right? So this could be a new job, a new relationship. It could be a new project. It's almost like you go gung-ho because suddenly you get some energies that are more uplifting, kind of like this energy of instead of being switched to off, it's all of a sudden switched to on. So you're all excited. You're ready to jump into it, right? Go full steam ahead. But here's the thing. You're being asked to listen to your heart. Is this truly in alignment with what it is that you want down the road, right? Or are you just excited to have any kind of offer or option being, coming along because it's been a while that you're taking anything? So it's about understanding you're worthy of what it is that you truly want. It's about waiting it out, looking at the offers that are coming in and then seeing, are they truly aligned with your heart, or are you just taking them because it's the first offer that's come along? Okay, for some of you, it's like houses. They're talking about houses. If you're trying to sell your house, usually in real estate, they'll say your first offer is your best offer. But if you get an offer and in your heart, you're kind of like, no, I don't feel like that's really the best offer I can get. It's about waiting a little bit, right? Or if, you're trying to buy a house and, oh my goodness, look at this house. Yeah, let's just put an offer on it, right? And you want to jump right into it. It's kind of like, okay, wait a minute. Is it truly in alignment with what you are wanting? Is it in the right neighborhood? Does it have the correct number of bedrooms and bathrooms? Does it have the backyard that you want? Right? It's about checking all of the boxes and not just, oh, it's a house for sale, it's in my price range, and it's in the school district I want. That's it. I'm good. Right? It's kind of like, no, you've waited long enough, Cancer. You deserve to not settle. It's kind of like, okay, I thought, having a front porch and a backyard that the kids can play in was also on the list. Well, it is, but there's not a lot of houses. I got to jump in on one when I can. It's about just taking your time, because I feel like you are blocking the better offer for you by just jumping in wholeheartedly into the very first offer, invitation, opportunity that comes on your path. So let's take a look at what your area of resistance or your obstacle is. Yeah, there's a little bit here. You have victim mentality. It's been a long time. If it's a relationship, maybe it's been a really long time since you've had somebody ask you out, right? But it's kind of like, okay, if you can always just go, but it's like, don't go wholeheartedly into it. Don't overgive, because one of the problems that you've had in the past, perhaps, is overgiving in any situation. You get all gung-ho and then you're just all in. But the thing is it's okay to wade in instead of jumping into the deep end. It's kind of like, walk in through the shallow end. Get to know the environment. Get to understand who you're around. Ask questions instead of saying, I'm all in, and doing a cannonball into the deep end. And recognize the signs from above. Angels are sending you messages now, but you're too distracted to notice. Yeah, and I feel like you are a little bit distracted because it has been a long time since you've had anything kind of like going on. And even if you're still not yet feeling like new things are coming onto your path, or this flow is starting to happen, right? It is going to start happening soon, because your energy is rising. And when our energy rises, then we attract new things in. We can only attract in at whatever frequency we are vibrating. You've been vibrating for a very long time at the same frequency. As soon as you raise your frequency, right? You start opening your heart. You start looking at the world a little bit more optimistically. Suddenly, you have some new options coming in. And I feel like you're ready for them. You're just so ready. Okay, so yes, here's your advice. Look at this. Increase your knowledge. It's about asking those right questions, right? It's about not just saying yes. It's about asking all of the important questions. You've had this long time, I feel, kind of in that hermit energy, being able to kind of go back to what your core values are, what's really important to you. It's like, it's a little bit like, if, I don't know, if you played sports, right? And you had a strategy, you had your game plan. And then all of a sudden, you're invited to go to the Super Bowl, be in the Super Bowl. And all of a sudden you're like, yeah, we don't need the game plan. This is awesome. We're in the Super Bowl. And you just kind of go in there without kind of going back to the game plan, the strategies, the things that you did to get you to the Super Bowl. It's really rather interesting that, it is about going back to what helped get you where you are, and understanding that you don't have to say yes to everything. So asking good questions, and then look at this. You have true love and the 9 of Cups. Now, the true love is really knowing that you are worthy of receiving what it is that you want, but it's also taking a good look at what it is that you truly want. What is in alignment with who you are now? Because Cancer, you are not the same person that you were 6 months ago, a year ago. We're also getting ready for that Pluto transit, okay? The last time that Pluto moved, transited, when it transited into Capricorn was 2008. It could be since 2008 that you have been kind of like struggling a little bit with, having things kind of a little bit go your way. And now it's kind of like, okay, but Pluto's going into Aquarius. It's going to be a lovely energy for you. It's about taking a good look at what is it that you truly want? What's in alignment with who you are now, because you have gained so much wisdom, experience, soul evolution since 2008. Okay, yeah, oh, this is beautiful. Okay, I love this because you have the Death card, okay? And the Death card is about transformations. I think you have put a lot of work into your transformation, Cancer. You are not the same person that you were, 6 months ago, a year ago, 2008, right? You're just not that same person. So it could be that suddenly you start getting offers in and, you get really excited in it and you kind of revert back to who you were 6 months ago, a year ago, 2008, whenever your kind of awakening began or this last cycle started for you. It's about, no, wait a minute, slow down. The offers are coming. These aren't the only offers you're going to get, right? It's understanding you have raised your vibration, so you are going to have a lot more offers coming in. It's making sure you're saying yes to the offers that are in alignment with what your heart truly wants at this new vibration. And then moving forward, not in this energy of the Knight of Swords with, yes, I'll take everything, right? That's kind of like, nope. I'm only taking those things that really bring me joy, happiness, fulfillment, abundance. I'm not going to spread myself too thin. I'm not going to overgive to situations, relationships, careers, opportunities, whatever. I'm going to pick and choose those things that are truly in alignment for me. Okay, so I love that energy. All right, let's pull a soul truth card for you. And Cancer, I do personal readings, so if you're interested, the link is in the description box below. I'd really be honored to do a reading for you. Okay, let's see what we have here. Am I focused on what I am losing or what I'm gaining? I love this card, okay, because when we're going into a new cycle, a lot of times we can start... Well, it's kind of like it's hard to sometimes say goodbye to that last chapter, right? And it could be that for some of you, not only are you getting new things coming onto your path, but you could be trying to sneak a few things that you shouldn't take into this new cycle into your suitcase, right? It's kind of like, you're packing your suitcase for this new chapter in your life, and you're taking some of those old beliefs or old habits that you have overcome, right? That are not in alignment with you, but you're kind of like, yeah, but they're comfy, right? And the new chapter is a little bit scary. I just want to take along a couple of things with me. This is a reminder. No, leave those things behind. You are going to be okay. You're going to have all kinds of new opportunities that are going to bring you the joy that you may feel like you get in some of those old things that you really need to leave behind. All right, are you going through some change? Are you scared to let go because of what you might lose? What if you shifted your focus from what you might lose to what you might gain? Endings are actually new beginnings, and that is exactly where you are. You are at a new beginning, and you have already gone through the ending. Don't worry about that, Cancer. You're closing out an old chapter. You're stepping into a beautiful new chapter. It's about remembering what is in your suitcase, what are you taking forward with you, and making sure that everything that you say yes to in this new chapter is really about being aligned to your inner self, right? Your true heart, what your heart desires. It's kind of, what they're saying is that in the old chapter, right, you could have been a little bit of a hoarder. In this new chapter, you're going to be clutter-free and only have those things in your home, in your life, right? In your relationships that are truly aligned with what it is that you want. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I wish you so much love and light, Cancer, and I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.